Today is March 20th, 2020. A lot's going on in the world right now. Last week was my spring break. A week ago from today, I found out that my spring break was going to be 2 weeks long. And then we were going to have 2 more weeks of online classes due to everything going on in the world right now, and just allowing everybody to have that separate time and get well and then come back together after Easter. That's still the game plan as of right now. So when I got that email, I emailed all of the people that I work for and I was like, hey, or I texted them and I was like, hey, if I come back, can I work? 2 of them were like, yeah, sure, we'll use you if you come back to town. So Saturday evening, I drove back and that way I could work Sunday morning. Sunday morning, I worked, went to Walmart. Walmart was absolutely crazy. I've never seen so many people in the Walmart here. I needed to get a little bit of food because honestly I had nothing to eat. And then I also wanted to get some stuff to do, so I went over to the knitting section and got some yarn and stuff. So on the food side, it was absolutely crazy. People were practically on top of each other, rushing for stuff. And I mean, everybody was super nice to each other, but it was just crazy. Like, you could kind of feel this panic. And then I went over to the other side to get my knitting stuff. It was a ghost town. There was nobody. The aisle that had all of the party stuff had boxes just stored there, and it was all taped off. It was absolutely crazy. Later that night, I actually ran into one of my friends, and so we were talking, and then a group of people came up, and they had like a piñata. And then we went back to one of the apartments, and we watched a movie. And it was just a fun, chill, hangout, like, the world's not gonna burn kind of time. Welcome to the apocalypse. I have organized my knitting basket, finished a scarf, made a hat, learned how to make scrunchies, and I made a baby hat. I'm surviving. I worked more than I normally would, which was nice. And then when I got back, I just kind of hung out, and eventually we went and watched another movie together. That same group of people. Welcome back to the apocalypse. I have now switched to watching Power Rangers because I'm an adult. I didn't have any work, so I just kind of hung out here by myself. I slept in. It was the first day that it wasn't raining and miserable outside, so I went outside and I had a little picnic for myself, just me. That night, again, that same group of people, we got together, we played a game. So, like the door has said, we are now on day 4 of the apocalypse. I have made 17 scrunchies, working on a hat, and I found this great show. It's called Kim of Queens. It's about Georgia peaches turning into beauty pageant people, and my Georgia accent's starting to get real strong, y'all. And then that evening, I did some work at the church, but it wasn't a normal work day. Whereas the last 2 times I'd worked, it was pretty normal. While I was at work, we found out that there was one case in our town, in this area, which is kind of a rude awakening call. I think for a while we were all like, we're in the middle of nowhere, this is such a small town, nobody travels here, we're gonna be fine. And then we got a case, which caused another level of panic, which, again, right now we only have 1 case. I know there are cities that have way more than that. I know there are countries that are doing way worse than we are here. After I went to work, I was kind of tired, and I decided I was just gonna stay in, and so I watched a movie by myself at home, and then I went to bed early. Welcome back. It is now day 5 of the apocalypse. That is a full work week. Anyway, with day 5, I have painted my nails. I am working on yet another scrunchie. I finished the hat from yesterday. I made 2 headbands that match the hat, and I have been watching Counting On. It's starting to become a pattern where we spend the day just by ourselves studying, doing whatever we need to do, and then at night we meet up and we have that social interaction that we need. And there's only like 5 of us that meet up, so it's very small groups. Like, we're being smart, washing our hands, keeping our distance from each other. But yesterday we met up at 6 actually, and we painted and we played street hockey, and then we all went and showered because it was so humid outside. We were all dripping with sweat. It was disgusting, honestly. Like, afterwards, it was so much fun while we were playing, but afterwards it was bad. And then we came back and we watched 2 movies actually last night. So I kind of talked about what I've been doing with my time, but I kind of want to talk about the emotional effects too. I understand that there are people out there going through way worse than I am. However, this is my senior year of college. I have less than 2 months remaining in my college experience, and there's a lot of stuff that I was looking forward to in these 2 months that are up in the air right now. My school does this thing called Spring Sing. It's a thing where all of the organizations have an opportunity to put together a show, and then they compete, and it's super fun. And this is the first year that I've had a main part in it, and we were supposed to do that tonight. Was supposed to be our first night, and then we were going to do our second show tomorrow. That's not happening. We don't know if we're going to get to do this. We don't know what's going to happen with everything right now. It's all up in the air. Next on my list is graduation. Right now we still have graduation on the schedule. Starting a week ago from today, my friends started having their graduations canceled, and each day the number seems to grow of schools canceling. We're a very small school, so that hasn't happened yet, but it could, and it's scary. Like, I've spent 4 years working for this, and yeah, I'll still get my degree and my diploma and all of that, but there's not that celebration and that excitement around it. It's just kind of like, here's your diploma, bye, if we don't get to walk across the stage. I know that's not a big deal for everybody, but for me, to have my friends and family in the audience as I get to accept my degree that I've been working so hard for, I'm going to be really hurt if graduation doesn't happen. The next thing is friends. A lot of the people that I really wanted to spend these 2 months with and, kind of enjoy this last hurrah of a 4-year friendship aren't coming back. And so it's hard because I don't know when I'm going to get to see them again. But there is always a good thing going on. Like I said, I've been hanging out with this group of people, and it's really nice. There are people I know and I talk to, but I don't ever really get to hang out with. So it's nice getting to build that friendship and creating new bonds. And I feel very close to these people that I've hung out with for 4 days now. I don't know what it's like for everybody out there. I know that there's so much going on in the world, and it's crazy, it's scary, and I understand that. So be smart, stay happy and healthy, and bye.